maths and physics?
A little.
A little bit. Okay. All right. Can you turn your camera on, please, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Thank you. Ding Lam, Chao Gon.
Uh, Hi, teacher.
How are you, Ding Lam?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, good. Welcome to class. Okay, I'll just wait a moment and see if anyone else is going to join us. Otherwise, we will start.
Yeah.
Okay. So this class is going to be about revision and also to introduce you to writing task 2, which is what the morning class is doing. But I haven't done writing task 2 with you yet. So I want to give you an introduction to writing task 2. So when you join morning class, you won't feel too far behind. Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay. Does that make sense to you, Ding Lam?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing the morning class has been working on is speaking part 2. Now, in our class, we have been practicing speaking part 1, which is just short answers, of course, but in the morning class, we will be doing speaking part 2, which means you have to give a longer talk. Ming Ang, do you know in speaking part 2, Ming Ang, do you know how long you have to talk for? How many minutes? Do you know?
I think 2 minutes.
Correct. Very good, Ming Ang. You are correct. 2 minutes. Have to be able to talk for 2 minutes. So again, I will just give you a summary of all of that, and you can ask me any questions if you have them. Okay. Going to share the screen with you now. Okay, Ding Lam, can you see it says speaking sample task 1? Can you see that?
Yes, I can see.
Good. Nguyen, can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Great. Okay, so this is just a summary of the Ielts speaking test. I'm sure you know already, the speaking test has 3 parts. 3 parts. Part 1, okay, part 1 is just simple questions, normally about yourself, maybe a little bit about your family, maybe a little bit about where you live. Okay, so these are some sample part 1 questions. Okay, Nguyen, can you read the questions for me, please? Can you read these questions for me?
What kind of the place or what kind of place it is? What's the most interesting part of your town village? What kind of job do the people in your town village do? Would you say it a good place to live?
Okay, good, good. So these are typical part 1 questions. Ding Lam, Ding Lam.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, how many sentences should you give in your answer to a part 1 question? How many sentences?
2 and 3 sentences.
Correct. 2 or 3. 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, let's have a quick practice. Ming Ang, Ming Ang.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about your hometown or village, Ming Ang. What is the most interesting part of your hometown? What is the most interesting part?
In my hometown, uh,
Yeah, what is the most interesting part?
I think is have very
Yes, Ming Ang has very what?
Have very
Does it have beautiful scenery? Does it have many shops? Or is it somewhere very quiet?
it have very beautiful screen.
Very beautiful. Sorry, Ming Ang?
Screen.
Green. Do you mean scenery? I'm not sure what word you mean, Ming Ang.
Yes, I think she wants to say the sceneries.
She wants to say scenery.
I think so,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Is that right, Ming Ang? You want to say
Cảnh đẹp
scenery. It
đúng
has
không?
very
Muốn nói cảnh đẹp
beautiful
đúng không?
scenery.
Vâng.
Okay, yes, that's right.
Okay. So this is the word here, Ming Ang. I'll send it to you in chat. Can you see that, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay. So it is pronounced scenery. Can you say that, please? Scenery.
Scenery.
Good. Scenery. My hometown has very beautiful scenery. It has lots of trees and lots of pretty rice fields. Is that true, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the sort of answer you need to give, okay? My hometown has very beautiful scenery. It has a lot of trees and some pretty rice fields. So at least 2 sentences, remember, Ming Ang, okay?
Yes.
All right. Ding Lam,
I'm here.
what is the most interesting part of your hometown?
In my hometown, there are many action together, and when I return my hometown, I often go there with my family to visit and worship.
Okay, good. Very good, Ding Lam. Good answer. 2 sentences. Win.
Yes, teacher.
What is the most interesting part of your hometown?
I think it's skin, beautiful scenery and fresh air.
Yes, remember, at least 2 or 3 sentences. Win, 2 or 3.
Mm. And there are a lot of rice fields that
Okay, good. So remember at least 2 or 3 sentences, everyone, for
yeah.
any part 1 question. 2 or 3 sentences. Ming Ang,
Yes.
okay. Do you remember the pattern for answering these questions? Can you remember? You answer the question, okay? Answer the question, then what do you do? Can you remember?
Example.
Almost, not example. That is the third part.
Explain.
Correct. Good. Answer the question, you explain your answer, and then what is next, Ming Ang?
And give some example.
Good. Okay. Again, I'll send this to all of you in chat just to remind you. And by the way, this is the same pattern or structure for part 3 questions as well. The difference is your part 3 answers need to be longer. So you would give a longer explanation. I'm just sending this to you in chat now. Okay, Ding Lam. Ding Lam.
I'm here.
Can you read what I have sent you in chat, please?
To answer any part 1 or part 3 question, the pattern is answer the question, explain your answer, and give an example.
Okay, good. That is what you have to remember. You answer the question. Yes, my hometown is very interesting. Okay, you explain your answer. It has beautiful scenery and some very pretty rice fields. They are very green. Okay, I explain the answer and I say, for example, all right, just next door to my house, there are a lot of very beautiful trees. Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, so remember, answer the question, explain your answer, and then try to give an example, if you can. Not always possible to give an example. Not always, I know. But you must answer the question, and you must explain your answer, and you must talk for 2 or 3 sentences. Nguyen, does this make sense to you? Nguyen, oi. Okay, let's go on now to task 2. By the way, are there any questions about speaking part 1? Any question, Ming Ang?
No, teacher.
Good. Ding Lam, do you have any question about speaking part 1?
No.
Okay, good. All right. Now you can see this is speaking part 2. Okay, this is where you have to talk for 2 minutes. Ming Ang, can
Yes.
you read the card for me, please? This.
Describe something you out with is very important to you. You should say where you got it from, how long you have had it, what you use for it.
Okay, what you use it for. What you use it for. And Ming Ang, this word here, okay, is pronounced own. Own.
Own.
Okay? When this word is by itself, it is pronounced own. When it is part of another word, for example, the color brown, then it is pronounced with the own sound. Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, but when it's just by itself, it is pronounced own. Describe something you own which is very important to you. Okay, so you have to talk about this for Ding Lam. How long? How long do you have to talk about this for?
It's 2 minutes.
Correct, 2 minutes. Okay, all part 2 questions you should talk for 2 minutes. Good. Nguyen.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Nguyen. And how long do you have to prepare your answer? How long?
Mm,
For a part 2 speaking question, how long are you allowed to prepare your answer, to make some notes? Do you know?
I think it's 2 minutes.
It is here. Nguyen?
Yeah.
Can you read that for me, Nguyen, what I have highlighted?
You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say.
Okay. Yeah, so you have 1 minute to prepare. You have 2 minutes where you have to talk. Is that clear, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, you have 1 minute to prepare, and then you have to talk for 2 minutes. And of course, here, you can make notes, okay, to help you if you want. So when you are preparing, you can write down notes. okay, to help you during your 2-minute talk. All right. Now, when you join the morning class, this is what we are practicing at the moment, talking for 2 minutes. But I'll just give you all a quick practice now. You don't have to talk for 2 minutes, but I want you to see if you can talk for about 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ding Lam?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Nguyen?
Okay, sure.
Okay, you have to see if you can talk for about 30 seconds. And when you are talking, you should be trying to answer these questions. Okay? Try to answer these questions. Okay, Ming Ang, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Ming Ang, tell me about something that you own which is very important to you. Okay, Ming Ang, can you start to talk?
The most important to me, I think, is my phone because I can
Mm. Okay, and look at the bullet. These are called bullet points. Okay, these 3 things here, they are called bullet points. So use them to help you answer the question, Ming Ang. So you said the most important thing you own is your phone. Is that right?
yes.
Okay. Where did you get it from, Ming Ang?
Uh, when I finish my
Mm.
exam, my
Mm-hmm.
sister buys for me.
Good. When I finished my exam, my sister, remember past tense, Ming Ang? My sister bought it for me. Okay?
Yes, my
Good.
sister put it
All
for
right.
me.
My sister, good. Next question. How long have you had it, Ming Ang?
I used it since I was 15 years old.
Okay. How many how many years? How many years?
1 year.
Okay, good. I have had it for 1 year.
I have
Okay.
studied 1 year.
Good. Okay. And last question, what do you use it for, Ming Ang?
I used for contact and for my study.
Okay, good. All right, so I want you to start again, Ming Ang. Okay, this time, okay, put all of these together. Okay? All right? So,
Yeah.
Ming Ang, what is something that you own which is very important to you?
Uh, Most important to me is my phone. I got it from I got it when I finished my exam. My sister bought it for me. I I have had it 1 year and I use it for contact with my friends or for my study.
Okay, good, Ming Ang. That's better. Okay, that's better. So, you get the idea, Ming Ang? You understand what you need to do?
Yes.
Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, Ding Lam, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Ding Lam, tell me about something you own which is very important to you.
In my opinion, I think computer is so important to with me. I always need a computer during this summer, I use computer every day for entertainment or study. I use computer to play the video game, to look up receipt, to um, translate words, listen to music. I think.
Okay, that's good, Ding Lam. That's good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's more than 30 seconds. Good, Ding Lam. Good. Nguyen.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, are you ready, Nguyen?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about something you own which is very important to you.
Most thing I have on is my phone. Uh, it's like a record of my father giving when I passed like high school exam.
Yes, Nguyen, remember, answer the bullet points here, Nguyen. Keep going.
I have used it for about 1 year, and I usually use it to search for information or
Search what sort of information, Nguyen?
like search information about my study or something about games and
Okay.
sport.
Okay, not bad, Nguyen, not bad. So remember, everyone, and again, we will be practicing this more at the weekend on Sunday. Remember, you have to look at the bullet points. The bullet points. Okay, now often you will find these bullet points are not enough to help you talk for 2 minutes. So what you do is you need to, when you are doing your 1 minute preparation, you need to make a bullet point. What I mean by that is, as well as these, okay, these are just 3 bullet points, you also might write down some examples of when you have used it for something interesting. For example, you might use your phone to watch videos on YouTube. Ming Ang.
Yes.
For example, you might say, I like using my phone to watch videos on YouTube. I really like K-pop, and I enjoy watching the different K-pop groups performing on YouTube. My favorite K-pop group is Blackpink, and I really enjoy watching them perform their different songs. Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
This is how you give examples, but you make them more detailed. This is how you talk for 2 minutes. All right? So I hope that makes sense to all of you. So that's just to give you an idea of what you need to do for part 2. All right. Now, part 3. All right. Part 3 is, as I mentioned before, similar to part 1, but your answers need to be longer than part 1 questions. Part 1 answers, sorry. So usually you give more detailed explanation. Any questions about any of that? Anyone? Okay, to summarize, how many parts in the speaking test are there? Ding Lam?
Is 3.
3 parts, correct. There are 3 parts in the speaking test. Part 1 and Part 3. What is the pattern, Ming Ang, for answering these questions for Part 1 and Part 3?
Answer, explain, and example.
Good. Answer, explain, give an example if you can. And when?
Yes, teacher.
In speaking Part 2, how long do you have to talk for?
Part 2.
To what? When?
I think 2. It's
To
2
what?
minutes.
When? 2 minutes. Good. Have to talk for 2 minutes. Okay, good. So I hope you all now understand and remember how the speaking test works. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to writing. Unless, does anyone have any questions before I leave speaking? Anyone got any questions? Fu Kwang.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Fu Kwang?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Thank you for joining the lesson. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions about speaking?
No.
Okay, good. All right. What we're going to do now, we're going to shift to writing. All right. We're going to start with writing task 1. Now, I'll just share this with you. Going to show you a quick video. Most of you will remember all the things it talks about in this video. Most of you will remember this, but I'll show you this video just to remind you. Okay, Fu Kwang, can you see the video on your screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, good, everyone. So please watch and listen to this.
This video is a general introduction on how the Ielts writing test is marked. The Ielts test is made up of 4 sections, which are usually taken on the same day. Each section focuses on one skill: listening, reading, writing, or speaking. This video is the first in a series about the writing test. These videos will provide you with some information about what to expect in the test and how it's marked. Watching these videos will help you prepare for the test. By the end, you will know what to expect, so you will feel more confident when you take the test. There are 2 main types of Ielts tests: Ielts Academic and Ielts General Training. The writing tests are different, so before booking your Ielts test, it's important to find out which one is the right test for your needs. You can find out more about this on the Ielts website. Let's have a closer look at the writing test. The test lasts for about 1 hour in total. Within this time, you're asked to complete 2 writing tasks, Task 1 and Task 2. For Task 1, you're asked to write at least 150 words. This is the shorter of the 2 tasks, so it's best to spend no more than 20 minutes on it. For Task 2, you're asked to write at least 250 words, so it's best to spend about 40 minutes on this task. Task 1 is worth 1/3 of your overall mark for writing. Task 2 is worth 2/3. That's why it's important to allow more time for Task 2. Let's have a look at these 2 different tests, starting with Ielts Academic. In Task 1 of Ielts Academic, you'll be presented with visual items. These can be statistical in nature, such as graphs, charts, or tables. But they can also be images, such as process diagrams, maps, or plans. Here are some examples of visual items in Task 1 questions. As you can see, they're very different in appearance, but what you're asked to do in each case is quite similar. You should write a description of what you see in your own words. In your description, you should summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. This should be in a formal or neutral style. For Task 2, you will be asked to write an essay. This essay will be in response to a point of view, an argument, or a problem. In IELTS Academic, your essay should be written in an academic or semi-formal style. You don't need to have specialist knowledge to answer this question. You can support your point of view with relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Let's now look at IELTS General Training. In IELTS General Training,
Okay, I missed this part out because you don't need to know about general training because we are all studying academic. All right, this next section, everyone, is about how the test is marked, okay, how to get a good score. Does anyone have any questions so far? I'll go back and look at some of this in a little bit more detail shortly. Any questions so far from anyone? Okay, let's keep going.
marked. Examiners use 4 analytical assessment criteria. The average score across all 4 criteria provides your IELTS score for writing. The first criterion is task achievement. This is used for Task 1 responses. It assesses how fully, appropriately, accurately, and relevantly your response fulfills the requirements of the task. It also assesses how appropriate the format is. Task response is used for Task 2 responses. It assesses how fully you respond to the task, how your main ideas are extended and supported, how relevant your ideas are, how clear your position is, and how appropriate the format you've used is. The second criterion is coherence and cohesion. This assesses how well you've organized your response, how logical the development of the message is, and how well you've linked the information, ideas, and language in your response. The third criterion is lexical resource. This assesses the range of vocabulary you use, how accurate it is, and how appropriate it is for the task or topic in question. Finally, there's grammatical range and accuracy. This assesses the range and appropriacy of grammar you use, and the accuracy of your sentences. The band descriptors can be found on the IELTS website. As a test taker, it's helpful to know as much as possible about a test you're planning to take. The more you know, the more effectively you'll be able to prepare for the test. With that in mind, in the videos that follow, we'll be discussing the writing criteria in more detail.
Okay, everyone, I'm just going to go back to explain some of the words in the marking for you. Some of you, I know, might not be too familiar with these words because they use quite formal words. I will explain this to you.
The first criterion is task achievement. This is used for Task 1 responses.
Okay, everyone, so you can see your writing, both Task 1 and Task 2, is marked according to four different criteria, okay, or 4 different categories. The first thing that they will assess your writing on, and by the way, if a score, okay, is 100%, if the total score you could get is 100%, and there are 4 different criteria or categories, Fu Quang.
Yes.
Okay, if the total score you could get is 100%, and there are 4 different categories that you get marked on, how many percent is each category worth? Can you tell me? Should be easy question. If the total is 100%,
25.
how many, Bukwang?
25.
Correct. Okay, each of these is worth 25%. Okay, each is worth 25%. Okay, 4 different categories. Each one is worth 25% of the mark. Adds up to 100%. So the first one, which is worth 25%, as we've just said, is task achievement or task response, All this means is, have you answered the question? Have you answered the question? Okay, have you written about the question and not something completely different? That's all it means. Task response is just, have you answered the question? Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, for example, if it asks you to summarize a graph, okay, well, you have to summarize the graph, okay, to answer the question. So that is what task achievement is. That's all it means. Let's look at the next one.
It assesses how fully, appropriately, accurately, and relevantly your response fulfills the requirements of the task. It also assesses how appropriate the format is. Task response is used for Task 2 responses. It assesses how fully you respond to the task, how your main ideas are extended and supported, how relevant your ideas are, how clear your position is, and how appropriate the format you've used is. The second criterion is coherence and cohesion. This assesses how well you've organized your response, how logical the development of the message is, and how well you've linked the information, ideas, and language in your response. The third criterion.
Okay, this one here, coherence and cohesion. All this means is, does your answer make sense? Okay, if someone is reading your answer, can they understand it? Can they understand what you are trying to say? And it also means, have you followed the correct structure? Have you followed the correct structure? For example, Ding Lam. Ding Lam.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the structure of writing task 1. How many paragraphs? Ding Lam, in writing task 1. How many paragraphs should there be in your answer?
Three.
Not 3. Ming Ang? In your answer to writing task 1, how many paragraphs should there be?
4.
4 is correct. Very good. Always 4 paragraphs. By the way, it's the same in writing task 2. You should always write 4 paragraphs. Okay, that's the first part of the structure. Fu Kuang.
Yes.
Okay, in writing task 1, what is paragraph 1 of your answer? What is it always?
Chart.
Paragraph 1 is always a
graph.
No, paragraph 1. In your answer, paragraph 1 is always a. The answer begins with P. Fu Kuang?
Paraphrase.
Correct. Paraphrase. Okay, it's always a paraphrase of the question. Okay, this is what I mean by following the correct structure. And that is what this category, coherence and cohesion, is about. Are you following the correct structure? And does your answer make sense? Okay, first paragraph of your answer, writing task 1, is always a paraphrase. Ding Lam.
I'm here.
What is paragraph number 2 of your answer?
Overview.
Sorry, Ding Lam?
I think it's overview.
Correct, is an overview. And an overview, when?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, an overview, which is paragraph 2, just means a summary of the information. Okay? In task 1, we will look at an example in just a moment, but in task 1, you are presented with some information. Okay? Either a graph or a chart or a table or a map. Okay? You have to summarize the information for your overview. Your overview is paragraph 2. Does that make sense, Gwyn?
Yeah.
Okay, so first paragraph is always a paraphrase. A paraphrase. A paraphrase of what? You might ask. I'll remind you in just a moment. Paragraph 2 is always an overview. Ming Ang.
Yes.
And what follows the overview? Ming Ang? What are the next two paragraphs?
Is two detailed paragraph.
Correct. Two detailed paragraphs. Two detailed paragraphs. Good. And Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Can you remember the acronym that we use to help us remember this structure?
I don't know.
Paraphrase, overview, two detailed paragraphs.
Guilty.
No? Ding Lam, can you remember?
I don't.
Ming Ang, can you remember?
Pot.
Yes. Pot, everyone. I'll send this to you in chat. Hu Kwang, can you see what I've sent you in chat?
Yes.
Okay, can you read it for me, please?
Acronym to remember the structure of task 1 answers is POT.
Good. Okay, what does the P in pot stand for? Fu Kwang?
Paraphrase.
Correct. Nguyen, what does the O in pot stand for?
Is a paraphrase.
No, that is the P. What does the O stand for?
Overview.
Correct. And finally, Ding Lam, what does the T stand for? What does the T stand for?
He is a two detailed paraphrase.
Correct. Two detailed paragraphs. Okay, so to help you remember how to structure your writing task 1 answer, just remember POT. Okay, POT. Paraphrase, overview, two detailed paragraphs. Okay, which means 4 paragraphs altogether. 4 paragraphs. Are there any questions about that? POT, always. For task 1 only, not task 2. For writing task 1, just remember POT. POT. Okay, so that is part of this marking category. Does your answer make sense, and is it structured correctly according to POT? Does that make sense to you, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, let's keep going.
Criterion is lexical resource. This assesses the range of vocabulary you use, how accurate it is, and how appropriate it is for the task or topic in question.
Okay, lexical resource, all that means is vocabulary. Lexical resource is just a formal way of saying vocabulary. Vocabulary, of course, is words. Are you using the correct English words? And how many different English words can you use? That's all that means. Lexical resource just means vocabulary. Are you using the correct language? By language, I mean the correct English words, okay? And do you know quite a few English words so you can describe what is happening?
Finally, there's grammatical range and accuracy. This assesses the range and appropriacy of grammar you use.
Okay, this one very easy to understand. Grammar. Are you using the correct grammar? For example, are you using the correct tense? Past tense, when we talk about things that have happened in the past. Present tense, when we're writing about things that are happening now. Are you using the correct form of words? Okay, so you can see there are 4 different categories or criteria in which you are marked. Each one is worth 25% of the total score. First one is, have you answered the question? Second one, does your answer make sense and does it have the correct structure, such as pot? Are you using the correct vocabulary? Are the words you are using, are they correct for the sentences? And finally, grammar. Are you using the correct grammar? Are there any questions about any of that? All right. Let's have a quick look at an example. Okay, Minh Ang, Din Lam, and Phu Quang, you have seen this graph over the last few weeks, okay? You've all seen this graph and you have all practiced it. This, everyone, Phu Quang, can you read this for me, please, what I've highlighted?
The graph below shows the consumption of fish and some different kinds of meat in a European country between 1979 and 2001.
Okay, good. Good reading, okay? Remember, everyone, this first sentence is called the prompt. I'll send the word to you in chat. Nguyen, can you see what I've sent you in chat?
Yes,
Okay, what does it say, Nguyen?
it pro prop
It's pronounced prompt, prompt,
prompt.
prompt, prompt. Okay, you have to try and pronounce both the P and T at the end of the word. Prompt. Minh Ang, can you say the word, please?
Prompt.
Good. Prompt. Ding Lam?
Prompt.
Good. Phu Quang?
Prompt.
Prompt. Prompt. Good.
Prompt.
Good. Okay, so everyone, the first sentence, okay, this one here, which I'm going to highlight, this is called the prompt. This is what you paraphrase. So your first paragraph of any task 1 answer, also task 2, by the way, but we'll look at that next time. Any task 1 answer, you always paraphrase the prompt. All right, so here is the prompt here. This is a sample paraphrase. Minh Ang, can you read the paraphrase, please?
The graph illustrates trends in the consumption of fish and 3 different types of meat in a country in Europe over a 25 years period.
Okay, good. Good reading, Minh Ang. So you can see highlighted in yellow, okay, are the words that have been changed to make this a good paraphrase. Okay, so instead of saying shows, okay, instead the paraphrase says illustrates changes, means the same thing. Instead of saying some different kinds of meat, the paraphrase says 3 different types of meat. Instead of European country, the paraphrase says a country in Europe. And instead of saying between 1979 and 2001, the paraphrase says over a 25-year period. Means exactly the same, just using different words to say it. So the paraphrase is a test of your lexical resource, of your vocabulary. That's why it's there. Let's look at another example you'll be similar with. Okay, Nguyen,
Yes, teacher.
can you please read me the prompt for this graph, please?
The graph below shows the average monthly temperature in three major cities.
Correct. Okay, that is the prompt. Okay, Zainid. All right. Here is the paraphrase. Can you read the paraphrase, please, Nguyen?
The graph illustrates the average temperature over 12 months in three large cities.
Okay, so you can see, hopefully, all right, the paraphrase and the prompt mean exactly the same thing, just using different words. Okay,
Yes.
so for example, when instead of shows in the prompt, what word does the paraphrase use instead of shows?
Is paraphrase.
Yeah, this is the paraphrase here. Okay, the paraphrase of the prompt. Remember, paraphrase is when you say the same thing but using different words, synonyms, for example. Okay, so instead of shows in the prompt, what word does the paraphrase use instead of shows? Meng Ang.
Illustrate.
Correct. Okay, Nguyen. Okay, instead of saying shows, which is here, the paraphrase says illustrates, means the same thing. Okay, three major cities. Phu Quang.
Yes.
Okay, you can see the prompt says three major cities. What does the paraphrase say instead?
Three large cities.
Correct, okay, means the same thing. Three large cities, three major cities, means the same thing. All right. Okay. Ding Lam.
Yeah.
Can you please read me the prompt for this graph?
From this one.
Give me the prompt, Ding Lam.
Okay, the graph illustrates the graph below shows the number of Europe of 40 technology companies in Ninh between 2011 and 2016.
Okay, good. All right. So remember, everyone, the first sentence of the question is always called the prompt. Okay. And the first thing you have to do is paraphrase the prompt in your answer. Okay, Ming Ang.
Yes.
Okay, easy one. Instead of, I'll get you to do the paraphrase, but just by talking to me. Okay? Instead of saying shows, what can we say, Ming Ang, instead of shows?
Illustrate.
Illustrates, okay? Good. Very easy. Just change it to illustrates. This one, a little bit more different. The number of users. The number of users. Fu Quang.
Yes.
Instead of saying the number of users, can you think of a different way of saying that? Can you think of a paraphrase? Instead of the number of users.
I have no idea.
Okay, let me give you the first word. How. 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 Fu Quang?
How much?
Close. Another word beginning with M. How?
How many
Yes.
user?
How many what? How many?
User.
Instead of saying users, what could we say? A
Uh,
word beginning with P.
People.
Yes. Okay. So we could say the graph illustrates how many people. Does that make sense, Fu Kwang?
Yes.
Okay. Instead of saying number of users, means exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing, but that's how you do a paraphrase. Does that make sense to you, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, so instead of saying the number of users, we can say how many people. Means exactly the same thing. Okay, and again with a paraphrase, we can change the order of the words. So, Ming Ang, the graph below illustrates how many people, what could come next? Ming Ang,
Uh,
give you a clue. It's the place. It's the place. How many people?
how many pupils?
What is the place? What is the name of the place that's mentioned in the prompt? That's right. Look at the prompt, Ming Ang. Tell me the name of the place that is mentioned.
Um, technology company.
No, that's not the place. What is the place, Ming Ang? Ningbing is the place. Ningbing is the place. Okay, so we could say, Ming Ang, the graph below illustrates how many people. What is next? How many people?
In Ninh.
Correct. Okay, so we're changing the order of the words in the sentence, which is another great way to paraphrase. Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
The graph below illustrates how many people in Ninh Binh. Okay. Ding Lam, what could we do next? Ding Lam? The
Yeah,
graph below illustrates how many people in Ninh Binh. What
yeah.
could our next word be? How many people in Ninh Binh begins with U? Ding Lam?
mm, mm.
Sorry, Ding Lam, what is the word?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, what is the word? The graph below illustrates how many people in Ninh Binh.
How many people in Ninh Bình?
What's the next word we can use? Beginning with U.
You
Begins with U.
From 2011 to 2016.
No, not quite. When? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't.
Fu Kwang,
Yes.
do you have any idea what the next word should be? The graph below illustrates how many people in Ninh Binh. What should the next word be? Begins with U.
You.
Sorry, Fu Kwang?
I use in period.
Okay, the word, everyone, is use. Okay? The graph below illustrates how many people in Ninh Binh use what, Fu Kwang? Use what?
I have no idea.
What is that? Well, what are the users using? Ming Ang, what are the users using?
Used to.
The graph below illustrates how many people in Ninh Binh use.
Of.
What are they using, Ming Ang?
Use for technology companies.
That's correct. Okay. What are the names of the technology companies, Ming Ang?
Is Facebook's, Google's, Apple, and Yahoo.
Correct. The graph below shows how many people in Ninh Binh use or used, has to be past tense, of course, Facebook, Google, Apple, and Yahoo over a how many year period? Over a how many year period? Ding Lam?
It's a 5 year.
Okay, good. A 5-year period. Very good. I'm going to send you this paraphrase in chat, then I'm going to get you to do your own one on another graph. And remember, we are doing this. This is a test of lexical resource. Okay, this is one of the things they will mark your vocabulary on. How many words, how many synonyms can you use in your paraphrase? How many years, Ding Lam, did you say? How many years?
5 year period.
Good. Thank you. Okay, so I've sent you all the paraphrase of this sentence. Okay. Fu Kuang.
Yes.
Can you read the original prompt, please? Read the prompt. Not the paraphrase, read the prompt.
The graph below shows the numbers of users of 4 technology companies in Ninh between 2020 and 2016.
Okay, the easy way to say it is 2011 and 2016. Can you say that, please, Fu Kuang? 2011 and 2016.
2011 and 2016.
Good. Okay, that's the better way to say it. 2011 and 2016. Okay. Yes, you can say 2011 and 2016, but in conversation when you're speaking, you don't say that. You just say 2011, 2016. Okay, good. Now, Fu Kuang. Fu Kuang, can you please read the paraphrase I've sent you in chat?
The graph below illustrates how many people in Ninh used Facebook, Google, Apple, and Yahoo over a 5-year period.
Good. Okay. Nguyen.
Yes, teacher.
Can you see how the prompt and the paraphrase mean exactly the same thing? Can you see that?
Mm,
They mean the same thing. I've just used different words. That's what a paraphrase is. And I've also changed the order of some of the words. Ming Ang. Do you understand, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Good. Ding Lam.
I'm here.
Okay. Do you understand, Ding Lam?
Yes.
Okay. So you should all be able to see the prompt and the paraphrase mean the same thing. That's what you have to do for a paraphrase. Okay, now I'm going to get you to do your own. All right. See if we can all do this one. And geez, spelling mistake. Ming Ang,
Yes.
can you read the prompt, please?
The chart below shows the donation given to 6 different types of charity by one company from 2012 to 2014.
Okay, so donations, everyone, just means money. Okay, a donation is money. Maybe you give a donation to the temple in Hanoi. Okay, maybe you give a donation to a charity is something that helps look after poor people. Okay, that is an example of a charity. Charity is an organization that looks after poor people. Okay, a donation is money. All right, so I want you to send me in chat, please, your paraphrase of this prompt. So, Nguyen, do you understand what I want you to do?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Ming Ang, you understand what I want you to do?
Yes.
Good. Ding Lam,
Yes,
you understand what I want you to do?
yes, I understand.
Good. And Fu Quang,
Yes.
you understand what I want you to do now?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So everyone, please send me your paraphrase of this prompt in chat. And remember, donations means money. A donation is money you give to something or someone. For example, maybe you give a donation to a monk. Maybe you give a donation to a school. Maybe you give a donation to a temple. Donation just means money you give to something. Okay, give you a couple of minutes to do this. So remember, you can't find a synonym for every word, and you don't need to. So just use synonyms for the words that you do know a synonym for. You don't have to change every word. Okay, you should all be just about finished by now. Remember, if this was a real test, you would have to do the whole answer in 20 minutes. So you only have 2 or 3 minutes to do your paraphrase. Fu Quang.
Yes.
Okay, good work, Fu Quang. Very good. That is correct.
Okay.
Ding Lam.
Yeah.
Okay, that is good too, Ding Lam. Very good. Ming Ang.
Yes.
Okay, pretty good, Ming Ang. Just one mistake. Okay, you've got the graph illustrates how many money. Okay, not the word. What many is the wrong word, Ming Ang. What should it be?
How
How
much?
you don't say how many money. You say, what do you say?
How much?
Correct. Good. Okay, Ming Ang.
Yes.
How much money? Okay, and remember it's past tense, Ming Ang. Okay, past tense, of course, because we're looking at 2012 to 2014. Okay, the graph illustrates how much money. What should the next word be, Ming Ang? Begins with W. A short word, Ming Ang, a very short word, 3 letters.
Was?
Yes, the graph illustrates how much money was given. Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then the rest of it is correct. Okay, Nguyen, can't wait for you. Sorry, Nguyen.
Yes.
Have you finished or not yet, Nguyen?
I haven't finished yet.
Okay, don't worry. I can't wait. Sorry, have to keep going. All right, so that's good, everyone. So you all had the right idea for the paraphrase. That's great. Now, we've done P, which is our paraphrase. All right, so what is our second paragraph called, Ming Ang?
Overview.
Correct. Okay, so everyone, I hope you can see for going right back to this graph. Okay, this is the overview paragraph. Now you can see I have underlined these words. Okay, what are these words? Ding Lam, what are the words I've underlined?
It can be clearly seen that.
Correct, okay? So you always begin your overview with these words, or overall, correct, Ding Lam. Okay, they are the 2 ways to start your overview. So that is something else you need to remember. Okay, but it's very easy. Makes writing the overview much easier because you always start the same way. It can be clearly seen that chicken consumption, okay, what happened to chicken consumption? It increased steadily over the years. Fu Quang.
Yes.
Okay, can you see chicken consumption here in the graph? Can you see
Yes,
it?
I can see.
Okay, so it increased steadily is the adverb we use to describe the speed of change. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, steadily. It increased steadily. Okay. Whereas, again, looking back at the overview, the consumption Okay, consumption is just a more formal word, means to use or eat. Consumption, when you consume something, you use or eat it. Just a more formal word. Consumption of both beef here and lamb declined. Okay, declined. Ming Ang, Ming Ang.
Yes.
Okay, what is another word I could have used instead of declined? Beginning with if. If, Ming Ang, if.
F.
Yeah, means the same as declined. The consumption of beef and lamb declined. What is another word I could have used? Beginning with if.
Fall.
Past tense?
Fell.
Yes, fell. Very good, Ming Ang. Correct. Good. Fell. Consumption of beef and lamb fell. Good. Okay, so you can see again here, consumption of fish, okay, stayed the same. Okay, another way of saying the same is relatively stable. Okay, yes, it went up and down a little bit, and here, 2004, it's a bit less than it was 1979, but it's mostly stable, relatively stable. Okay, so that is the overview. That is the overview or the summary for this graph. Again, chicken consumption increased steadily. Beef and lamb fell or declined. And remember, you can notice I'm using past tense here because this graph is in the past, while fish stayed mostly the same. Okay, let's go back to this graph. Okay, our 4 technology companies. So, an overview for this. Going to run out of time soon, so I'll get you to describe it to me verbally. Don't have to write it. Ming Ang.
Yes.
Okay, an overview for this graph. So looking at each of the technology companies, first of all, Ming Ang, Facebook. What happened to Facebook over this period?
Facebook.
The number of users of Facebook.
The number of
users of Facebook.
users.
Give me 2 words, Ming Ang. The number of users of Facebook. Give me 2 words to describe what happened.
Increase.
Yeah, one's a verb, increased. Give me an adverb. Give me an adverb, Ming Ang, now. The number of users of Facebook increased.
Increased steadily.
Good. Very good. Very good, Ming Ang. That's exactly correct. The number of users of Facebook increased steadily. Verb, adverb. Google is next. When?
Yeah, teacher.
The number of users of Google, what happened to them over the period?
Is don't say it doesn't grow.
Okay. All right. It didn't grow at all. It didn't grow, but it didn't go down either, did it, Nguyen?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? If it didn't grow or it didn't go down, didn't fall, what does that mean? How do you describe that? Okay, the next word could be remained or stayed. The number of users of Google remained or stayed. What 2 words are next, Nguyen? Okay, Fu Kwang, can you help him, please?
Yes.
The number of users of Google remained or stayed. What are the next 2 words?
Remain
Yeah, remained what? The
stable.
number of, right, that's one word. It's actually, that works as well. Remained stable, or, Fu Kwang, if I wanted to use two words, remained the same. Correct. Remained the same. When does that make sense to you now?
Yes, teacher.
The number of users of Google, you can see, stayed the same or remained stable is another way of saying it. Remained stable. Ming Ang, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So Facebook grew steadily. Here, I hope you can all see that. Google users remained stable or stayed the same. Now, here's the tricky one. Apple. Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Can you do Apple for me, please? This one, a little bit more complicated. Apple, Fu Kwang, what can you say? What happened to Apple users?
I think it increase a little bit.
A little bit? Is that true, Fu Kwang?
Yes.
I don't think so. A little bit means maybe by only a few thousand.
Stay the same.
What? Google? Sorry, Apple. Apple?
Yes.
Apple didn't stay the same.
I forgot the word to describe this.
Okay. So you can see here. Okay. What happened to Apple users here, Fu Kwang? What happened?
It's go the peak.
It went to a peak. Okay. This is a peak, everyone remember? Climb to a peak. Okay. What is an adverb we could use to describe how quickly it climbed, Fu Kwang? Climbed. Did it climb slowly?
No.
No. What is it? Give me the correct adverb.
Increase sharply.
Good. Very good. Again, verb, adverb. Increased sharply to a peak. Good. Ding Lam, then what happened? Ding Lam.
I'm here.
Okay. Users of Apple increased sharply to a peak.
Yeah.
Okay. Before
Before it degree dramatically.
Okay. Before decreasing dramatically.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Increase slightly.
Okay. There is a word. See if you can remember. There is a word, Ding Lam, that means to go up and down.
Up and down.
Can you remember this word?
I
To go up, down, up. Ming Ang, can you remember this word? Begins with F.
Fluctuated.
Good. Fluctuated. Okay, Ding Lam?
Okay.
Fluctuated. Go back up a bit. Show you our list of words. Okay. Moves, this one here, moves up and down over a period of time, fluctuates. Ding Lam, can you see that?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, fluctuates, and of course, past tense of fluctuates is fluctuated. Have to use past tense because the graph is in the past. So we can say Apple users, what did you say, Fu Kwang, increased sharply to a peak? Is that right?
Yes.
Increased sharply to a peak before decreasing or falling dramatically, all right, then fluctuated for the rest of the period. Does that make sense to you, Fu Kwang?
Yes.
Okay, so Apple users rose sharply to a peak before declining or falling dramatically or rapidly, then fluctuated, went up, down, up, for the rest of the period. Okay, and the last one of this, when.
Yes, teacher.
When, okay? The last one we need to look at is Yahoo. Okay, Yahoo is this line here. What happened to Yahoo users over the period? What happened to Yahoo users? Need to give me a verb and an adverb.
Is decreasing slightly.
Sorry, it's
Decreasing.
Okay, remember what is past tense of decreasing? What is past tense? Decreasing is present tense. Okay. Decreased. Decreased, okay, that is the verb. What is an adverb to describe the speed of change? Can you think of an adverb?
Gradually.
Yes, very good. When? Decreased gradually. Very good. Decreased gradually or decreased steadily. Decreased gradually or decreased steadily. Okay. Going to swap things round just a little bit now. Ming Ang.
Yes.
What happened to Apple, please, Ming Ang? What happened to Apple? Apple uses what? Apple uses what?
Apple uses rose significantly to a peak in 2012
Yeah,
before falling dramatically in 2013.
Yes, and then
fluctuated for a period.
Fluctuated for the rest of the period. The rest of the period.
For the rest of
Okay.
the period.
Good. That is the collocation. And the rest of the period. As we'll go together. Very good. That is correct. Ding Lam.
I'm here.
Ding Lam, what happened to Google? What happened to Google?
Google is studying trends.
Okay. Okay, so remember past tense?
It's didn't change.
Correct. Google users didn't change. Fu Kwang.
Yes.
Yahoo. Fu Kwang.
Drop it slowly.
Okay. Dropped slowly. Dropped. Dropped means something went down quite fast. What is another verb we could use? Fu Kwang?
Fell.
Fell, or another word beginning with D?
Decrease.
Decrease. Good. Decreased. What is your adverb, Fu Kwang?
Decrease slowly.
Yeah, decrease slowly, or one beginning with G, Fu Kwang?
Gradually.
Good. Gradually. Very good. Gradually. And finally, when?
Yeah, teacher.
When? Facebook. What happened to Facebook?
Facebook
users did what?
Is increased gradually.
Increased.
Increases gradually.
Yeah. Good. Verb, adverb. Good. Increased gradually. Good, everyone. Okay. So that is your overview for this graph. Are there any questions about that? Okay. That is the end of the lesson for today, everyone. All right. We will meet again. Well, I'm going to see you on Sunday morning. All right. You'll be joining the Sunday morning class now. So I will see you on Sunday morning at 10, but I will also see you again next Thursday at 9 a.m. Okay. And we'll continue our review. This is to help you catch up to the people in the morning group who've already done this. Does that make sense, Ming Ang?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions, Ming Ang?
No.
Okay, good. Ding Lam, you have any questions for me?
I don't have.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, good. Phu Quang.
I don't have any question.
Okay. Wen, do you have any question for me?
No, teacher.
Okay, good. So I will see you, everyone. All right. Have a good week. I will see you again at 10 a.m. on Sunday, then again at 9 a.m. next Thursday. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you again soon.
Goodbye.
Gap lai sao. Gap lai sao. Tam biệt. Bye, everyone.